Hi.
Hello, hi. How are
It's
you, Khoi?
yes. And you?
Long time no see. Yeah, so you grown up now. Okay.
Thanks.
So, your hair is new also? You have a haircut? Have you
What?
taken a haircut? Have you taken a haircut?
Yes. Just few
Yeah.
months. No, just
Yeah.
2 weeks ago.
Yeah, actually, we had, I guess, 2 months that we weren't able to have a lesson, right?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. So how are you? What did you do for the past 2 months? You were
Um.
able to study also? You were able to had a tutor with other teacher?
No, because my schedule and my extra lesson had been conflict with the yours, so I had to adjust my for.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
actually, it's because of that because I do have also other students aside from you, and that's why I told the LM that if you could have adjust your time for me so that I could teach you because I am very much willing to teach you,
Oh,
right?
okay.
Yeah, actually, I'd love to teach you because we did that one already. We started, so I'd love to finish the program with you. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. And I was so sad when I heard uh, last time that you cannot be able to have a class with me because of the conflict of the time. So I was so sad of that. But of course, I just had to tell myself that you can be able to find so much better than me,
Oh,
right? Okay. So, but here comes. So we will going to start our lesson now. Okay.
okay.
So I'm going to share the presentation. Okay, just for a while. Okay. Actually, Koi, this one is a formal IELTS lesson. Okay, so we will be using the so-called Cambridge English Language Assessment. Okay, and this one is a material of Cambridge University. Okay, and this one is a actually formal lesson for an IELTS.
Mm.
You are going to learn a lot of things in here. Okay, you will going to learn a lot of things in here. But of course, the one that we had able to learn last time could also be applied in this particular lesson. Okay? Because this one is a formal IELTS lesson. So we call this one as mindset for IELTS.
Yes.
Okay? And what are the things that we will be going to study in this particular lessons or particular book? Of course, it's already complete. Why? Because in every unit that we have, there would be reading part, there would be writing,
Mm.
there would be listening, and there would be speaking. Okay? So every unit. So let's say, for example, unit one, which is all about the man-made environment. So you will be learning all. Okay, not just only writing, not just only listening, but of course speaking and reading. Okay, that makes complete for unit 1. For unit 2, same thing, but of course it's different topic. Okay, because these are actually the topics that you may encounter on the test, because there would be a lot of situations coming out in the tests, especially if we are talking about environment.
Mm.
Okay?
Okay.
And then leisure and education, the news and media, travel and transport, business and work, the natural environment, education systems, festivals, and traditions. Okay, so these are all the things that we can be able to study in this particular material. So,
Mm.
are you ready?
Ready.
Are you excited?
Yes.
Okay, are you excited to learn another exciting learning activities at this point in time?
Yes, of
Right?
course.
Okay, so
Yes.
let's move
Yes.
on. Okay, to our first lesson, and it's all about Unit 1, the man-made environment. So what are the objectives for reading that we can be able to learn? So in this unit, you will learn how to, again, skim, scan, okay? So skimming and scanning. So I know you had now an idea on how to do the skimming, on how to do the scanning. I do hope you can still remember those
Yes.
lessons that we had. Very good. Okay, so you are going to skim a text quickly to understand the general idea. You are going to scan a text for just only a specific information to answer short answer questions. Remember that, huh? The difference between skimming or skim or scan, okay?
Okay.
And then we can use both the skimming and scanning to locate the answer quickly. The reason why we do skimming and scanning, because we wanted to find out or locate the answer very quickly. Why? Because in an IELTS exam, you should have to, of course, to be mindful of the time. Okay? Because this particular test is a time bounded test. So if you will going to waste your time, so it will be a big effects on your scores. Okay?
Okay.
And understand and produce paraphrasing. So when we are talking about paraphrasing, what does it mean? So we will be learning that one. And then use present continuous and present simple correctly. Of course, we
Mm.
did that one already. Okay, we do have already an idea of what's the present continuous and what's present simple. Okay, so we do have that idea. Okay, so to start with the reading part, Koi, let's try to have a lead in here. Okay,
Okay.
now, a common topic in an IELTS exam, Koi, is what we call home. Okay, so these are very common. Okay, it's all about home. So the basic when we are talking about home, of course, we are talking about what? We're talking about our
Oh,
houses, right?
yes.
Okay, our own houses, our own abode. Okay, you know what's the meaning of that? Houses can also be abode.
Above. Above.
Yes. Okay. Another term for house is abode,
Oh,
wherein we are residing in it. Okay.
yes.
So let's try to put these words under the correct
Head.
heading. Okay. So we have the so called location, building type, the style of the house, the rooms, the parts of the room, and the materials made with that particular house. Okay? So we had here words that we should have to put them in the correct heading. So there would be number one, apartment has been given, and that would be in the apartment type. Because if we are talking about building type, that would be apartment. Okay? Okay.
Okay.
So let's start now. For the location, so what do you
Mm,
think would be the location that we can see in here? So starting from group of words in
okay.
here, and then there, up to there. Okay.
In the
From,
first column,
yeah,
we have
first group of words,
room boards. We
location
have
would be,
location, city centers,
yes, okay. So city
center.
center. Okay. Next.
The the second one is the beach.
Okay. So we can also find houses or our abode or our home besides the beach. Okay. Oops. Right? So we can also have our beach house. That's why we have the so-called beach houses. Right? And these beach houses can be also a vacation house or houses. Right?
Yes.
Okay. Next. What else?
Um, countryside, the mountains.
Yes, okay. So we can also say that our house can also be found in a countryside. So when we are talking about a countryside, what does it mean? What's your idea about countryside?
It's the rural areas.
Yeah, actually, it's going to be a lot of houses in there, okay? There would be a lot of buildings in there because that would be in the uh,
City.
city, okay? In a rural areas. Okay, next. What else?
Mm, mountains.
Yes, okay. That's why if I hope if you can still remember the lessons that we had during our first program together, that I still remember that I'd like to have a house, to build a house in mountains, okay, wherein there would be a lot of trees in there, okay. Okay, so that's our lesson last time. Next, so city center, the beach, the countryside, mountains, and what else?
Mm. The next one is I think that's the castles.
Hmm?
The castle. It has a
No,
location.
no, yeah, that's castle is a type of
Buildings.
building. Okay,
Okay,
castle is
so
a type of
remote.
building. Okay. Now, so remote islands. Okay. So if you're talking about remote islands, that means something somewhere in an islands. Okay. Far from far from the city center, far from the countryside. So it's just only remote. Okay. Okay. So we already completed location for our houses, right? So for the location, we can say that I am located or my house is located in the city center. It could be in the beach, countryside, mountains, and remote islands. Okay, next. For the building type, aside from apartment, we can say that,
It's traditional.
uh-huh,
No, I think
no,
spacious.
no,
Uh,
spacious is something that is a style, okay?
oh, I
Yes.
think the castle.
Yeah, uh-huh. That would be
The
castle.
castle.
Okay. So that is pronounced as castle, okay? Can you say it? Castle.
Castles.
That's correct. Okay? What else? Apartment, castle. So what do you think?
The skyscraper.
Yes, okay? So skyscraper. So we call that one as skyscraper. So that is you can found that one on top of the mountains. It's going to be a high place, so skyscraper. Next, what else? Type
Mm,
of a building. So it can be
I think it's gym.
hmm,
Gym.
gym.
Yes.
No, 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 no. Gym can be a room, right?
What? I mean, it's
ah,
a style.
yeah, gym can be a room.
Yes. Okay.
Yes, okay.
I think liter.
Again,
Liter.
Lee,
The
where is it?
the first column.
Leather. Okay, it's
Letter.
leather No, leather is not a type of building. Okay. Okay, can you say this one? Leather.
Leather.
Yeah, okay. Leather, something that is like, for example, uh, our belts, okay, like our shoes made from a leather. So we have to say a leather shoes. So that's a material, okay?
Okay.
That's a material, but not a building type. Mm. Okay, it starts with letter B. So it's going to be 2, 4, 6, 8 letter word that starts with letter B, ends with letter W. So that's the clue. So that would be building type.
Wait, can you give me a hint?
Okay. 2, 4, 6, 8 letter word starts with letter B, ends with letter W.
W. Bungalows.
That's correct. So if
Okay.
you're talking about bungalow house,
Bungalow.
you know what a bungalow house, that means it's just only first floor. It doesn't have the second, the third. So it's just only um first floor. Okay? No second floor or third floor. So that's bungalow house. Okay. Next, we still have another one.
Yes. The sailor.
No?
The glamorous.
No.
Wait. Glam-
Glamorous, that means it's going to be a style that is glamorous. Okay, glamour from the word glamour.
Glamour. Okay.
Yeah. So
Hmm.
actually, we can see this one if you are going to park your car in there. So it's a
Garage.
building type. So garage.
Rush.
Okay, can you say that? Garage.
Rush. Okay.
Yes. Okay. Spanish call that one as garaje. Okay. In Spanish, garage is garaje. Okay, because when they read letter G, that would be he. Okay. G and E. So garaje. They call that one as garaje. And even as Filipinos, we call that one also as garaje. Okay, because we adopted some words, some Spanish words. Okay, so that's garage. Okay, so we already completed the building type. What are those different building types?
The first, apartment. Second,
Yes.
castle. The three, skyscraper. No. Right.
Skyscraper. Again?
Skyscraper.
Yes.
Bungalow.
Okay.
Garage.
Garage. Again?
Garage. Oh, okay.
Garage.
It's
Okay. So we have,
international.
yes, so we have to pronounce that one as garage.
Garage.
Yes, that's right. Okay, next, let's move on to a style. Okay, let's try to check the one that we already, or we have to do like this, huh? The beach, the countryside, the mountains, bungalow. Okay, we have, oh, wait. We still have another, okay, aside from apartment, castle, okay. We still have another one. Okay? We still have another one. Can you guess?
Really?
Yes,
Hmm.
actually.
What
And
could it
what is
be?
that? Actually, a
Mansion.
lot,
Mansion.
mansion. Very good. Okay.
Oh,
You know what a mansion means? It's
it's
going
a.
to be a
It's a.
bigger house.
Yes.
Mansions houses or mansion houses are houses that rich people are living. Okay, that's the abode of those who are rich people, just like president. Okay, just like here in the Philippines, we have the so-called uh, mansion can also be called as palace. right?
Okay.
Okay, it's because palace is a big house. Okay, so we call that one as a palace. And then there's a White House in the United States. So they call that one as mansion.
Mm,
Okay, yeah, because that White House is the president of the United States. So that would be the house of the president of the United States. And
good.
that's a mansion. Okay,
Okay.
okay, so we're done with that. What else?
Next time.
Okay, what else?
About the style, we got traditional.
Okay, of course, we have traditional. Okay, of course, that's the style, right? Because if
Yes.
you're talking about traditional, that means these houses are made from old, built from a whole old styles. Okay, not a not the so-called the so-called glamorous style as of now. Okay, maybe this was built during 1900s. Okay, so that would be traditional. Okay, next, aside from that.
Mm, s- simple.
Okay, where is traditional?
The third
Traditional,
color,
yeah, it's here. Okay, and then after that
we got
we have
simple.
also, yes, okay, simple. Okay, simple is just only no other glamour to it, so it's just only very simple. Okay,
Yes.
or it's just only when we are talking about simple, we can say that that's just only very what is one, I forgot the term, but there would be another term for a simple. So that would be, okay. I can't remember that. Okay. Anyway, let's continue. So traditional, simple. What else?
Mm, glamorous.
Yes, of course. So it's glamour from the word glamorous. Okay. Glamorous. Next. What else?
Mm,
So we're done with the glamorous.
modern.
Okay, of course, modern. So that means
It's
present time, right? It's in the
related.
present time. So that's modern. Okay. It's your time. Okay, not our time. It's modern because we are not modern. We are traditional. Okay. Next.
Um, I think it's spacious.
Mm-hmm.
Spacious.
No. Ah, yeah. Spacious. Yeah. It's kind of, okay. It's
Style.
going to be a style. Okay, that means it's going to be bigger. So that is spacious type of or style of the house. Okay, so we completed that one already. So one, two, three, four, five. So we do have two, four, five. Yeah. Okay. So spacious can be a style. Okay. Next. What
About the room, we
else?
got
What
um
about the rooms?
gyms,
Yeah, okay, of course.
dining room,
It can be gym.
dining
What
room,
else?
dining room,
Okay, dining
room.
room. Of course. Okay, from the word room, it's already been there. So dining room. Next. What else? So dining room.
Uh,
We have the gym.
the gym, the cellar, no?
Cellar. Very good. Yeah,
Yes.
it's going to be cellar. Okay. So we have the so-called cellar. That's part of our house. We're in cellar. Okay. That
Yes.
would be it. So we have only three types of rooms. Next. So
About the
parts.
wait, I
Yeah.
have about the modern world. About the world's modern, we got an advanced version of it.
Yeah.
It's contemporary. It's social media.
Contemporary. That's correct. Okay. So that would be at the present time,
Yes.
contemporary. Very good. That's the present term for that, contemporary. Okay? So we are now in the contemporary world. That, of course, that's your world. That's not our world. Okay? Okay. Next. So, if we have the rooms, we have also some parts of the room. And what are
The
those?
ceiling, the floor,
Okay, that's correct. Okay,
the
for a while.
staircase.
So we have ceiling. Okay, so
Yes.
we have to say that it's ceiling. Okay, so ceiling. Next, aside from ceiling,
We
we
got
have,
floors. Yes.
okay, we have floor, of course. Okay, next, aside from ceiling, aside from floor, we have also
Floor. Okay. And the next one is staircase.
staircase. Okay,
Yes.
so we have to say stair.
Okay.
Okay, staircase. That means it's going to be the the staircase. Okay,
Okay.
or we call this one as the ladder. Okay, because you are if your house is made of it's made of a modern or contemporary houses, that means it's going to have it's going to be big, spacious, and then there would be the so-called second floor, third floor, and of course, how are you going to go to the second floor? So you need to use the staircase.
Mm.
Okay, your classroom, if you have second floor, where do you go down? Of course, you use the
Staircase.
staircase, right? Okay, so that would be staircase. If you're talking of plural of staircase, staircases. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, next. Aside from that, we have also,
Liter. No, no, no. I think with the window.
it's a window. Very good. Where's the staircase? It's here. Okay. And then we have now window. Yes. So that would be correct. Okay? Do we have more?
Yeah. No.
Okay, I
That's
think no more, right? Okay, next. After that, what's the materials? Of course,
material.
the remaining one. Okay, so the one, oh, this is the clue, huh, Koi? If you had already chose all, okay, you already marked them all. So the remaining one, do not think of it anymore.
Yes.
Okay, if there would be if there would be no more choices, so definitely that would be the answer. Okay? If you are already so sure of your answers in here, so the remaining words, definitely that would be the answer. And what are those? Of course, number one, leather. Okay? So that would be a material. Then we have marble. Okay? Have you seen a marble house made from a marble? It's very unique, actually.
Oh,
Long time ago, not the contemporary one, yeah, because you are in the contemporary world, so you rarely see houses that is made of marbles. But before our time, I saw houses made of marbles.
mm,
And those houses are very famous during our time. Okay, because it's made of a marble, and marbles during our time is very expensive. Okay, very
oh,
expensive. And until now, there are marbles. Okay, and sometimes there are also houses that part of the house is made of marble. But marble, as of this moment, are very, very expensive now. Okay, next, what
oh,
else? Of course,
the wood,
made of
the
wood. Okay, and made of stone. Okay.
okay,
So these are now, of course, the materials that we can be able to use in building our abode or in building our own home. Okay? Hoy. So, what's next now?
hmm,
What's next now? Of course, you already knew the location. What are those location of the home or the house, the building type, the style, the rooms, the parts of the room, and materials. Now, it's about time for you to use them in vocabulary to help you describe your dream house. And that would be part of course, if the examiner would like you to say something about this one, so base your answers from the following categories. Okay, do not limit your answer. Why? Because you can say a lot of things, right? You can
Yeah.
see a lot of things when it comes to the location, when it comes to the building. Do not limit your answer, okay? Please expound them as much as possible. Why? Because there would be a lot of informations that you can be able to say. So why don't you limit your answer to that? Okay, example, my dream house
It would
would be on the beach,
be C.
near the sea. It would be a simple
Glow.
bungalow style, maybe with wooden floors.
It's good.
It would have a large dining room and a spacious rooms. Maybe you are going to say that, right?
Yes.
Aside from spacious, you may say glamorous and spacious dining room because I wanted to eat. Okay, most of the time. Or I wanted to cook because I love cooking. So therefore, I would love to have a glamorous, modern, spacious dining room. See? So you can be able to use the informations in here. Okay? Okay, Koi? Okay, now it's about time for you to say them on your own point of view.
Hmm.
Okay? I'm going to give you 2 minutes to think of the words that you can be able to create. Okay? And try to make or try to base your answer in here. Like, for example, my ever dream house, okay? My ever dream house in my entire life is to build, okay, is to build a dream house not only for myself, but for my family as well. Okay? To build a house near the sea or to build a house in the remote islands.
Hmm.
Okay?
Okay.
Something like that. Okay? Okay, so I'm going to give you time to think for that.
Okay.
I know you can do that, Koi.
Yes, it's really easy.
Actually, it's easy for you. It's easy for you to do that because you had already know the informations. Not unlike if you don't know, right, the informations because you are going to think of that. But since you have now already the informations, so it's easy for you to do that. Okay, remember in an IELTS test, remember this one. A very common topic in the exam is all about home. And that would be very common. So it might come out to the test or it might not also, but at least we learn them, right? If
Yes.
this would come out, well, it's good. You just tell me once you're ready.
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay. Okay, tell me now.
Okay, so I have a dream of no way. I'm dreaming of my house to be built in the mountains, and it would be built in the mountain with wooden floor, the wooden material, the ceiling, the floor, the staircase, and the walls. All of them were made of wood. Mm,
Mhm.
and underneath a modern and contemporary style of house, just a simple and a big wait, just a simple
Sure.
and chronological house.
Is it
Um,
what do you say? Classical?
Now chronological. Wait, I remember this word. It's a
Okay. Can
C1,
you type
C2.
that one? Yeah.
I like using advanced word.
Yeah, sure. You can use them.
Hmm.
Those are unique words, and that
Ah,
would be a plus factor.
the antis house.
Can you type that one on the chat box, please?
Yes, the antis. Some kind of antis house and it's
Antique. Okay. So you have to say that's an antique.
antis.
Okay. Antique can also be called as traditional.
Yes,
Okay. So
yes.
other term for antique is traditional. Okay. Yes. Okay. Go.
Hmm.
So dreaming to build your house simple, contemporary, antique. What else? I wasn't
I don't
able
know.
to hear other.
Simple and antis and it's not really not really big inside, not really big inside, but just elegant
Yeah.
and
Okay.
simple.
Not so big.
Yes,
Okay.
and with a few
Inside,
features.
but elegant. Okay.
Yes, and with a few just a few simple furnitures.
Okay. Few simple
And that's my dream.
furniture. And
That's all.
okay. And that's all. Right? Okay. That would be good. Why? Because you were able to mention about simple, about contemporary, maybe about antique or traditional, not so big inside, but not so big, but of course it's elegant or glamorous also. And there would be few simple furniture inside your house. Okay, that would be good. If you will going now, the thing that you should have to develop in here, Koi, is that how you are going to connect them together using correct prepositions. Okay? The use of the on, the use of the at, the use of the in. Okay? So it should be, that would be maybe the focus that we need to correct. Okay? Because out from that, if we are doing the writing activity in IELTS, they are very much particular when it comes to the grammar. Okay? Not so in speaking, but of course they are going to also, they are checking that one, how correct is your grammar. That's the purpose why they need to have a speaking activity. Okay, so
Yes.
now we will be going to use that, we will be going to check every now and then. That's why we want to write, say, or write, speak, read, and analyze. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Listen, read, write, and speak. Okay? And that would be complete, uh, what is one? Complete ingredients of an IELTS exam.
Mm.
Okay? Hoy? Okay, so that would be good, huh? Next, let's try to remember, Koi, that skimming and scanning are very important
Reading technique.
reading
Technique.
techniques, which is very useful in an IELTS exam. So, you don't need other techniques but you need to do skimming and scanning because most of the time you will be using them. So as look at this, as time is limited in the exam, skimming and scanning help you to find the answers need
quickly.
quickly. Okay? Now, what is skimming again? So skimming is for general idea. Okay? That means you need to read the text, the paragraph very quickly. Okay? And you
Yes.
should have to understand important ideas. What are those ideas that you need to understand? Take note of, I hope you can still remember, names, adjectives, okay, verbs, what else?
Verb,
Okay,
mm,
nouns,
adverb, noun,
yes, okay, yeah.
pronouns.
Okay, yes, pronouns, if there would be specific pronouns to be used, so you should have to learn them also, okay?
Yes.
Oh, names, of course, names, places, things, or other, okay? Or let's say, for example, feelings, emotions, those are the so-called uncountable nouns, right? There are
Yes.
different kinds of nouns. So we have the so-called common proper nouns. We have also abstract, okay? We have also countable, we have also uncountable. Okay? Uncountable, that means nouns that cannot be counted. Therefore, you need to use some, like some milk, some water, okay? Some sand, because those are all uncountable. Okay? We don't have plural for that. Okay. Okay? Next, we scan because
Which gone because to find specific information.
information. Like, for example, do not mind others.
Yes.
If you have questions, please read, read the questions carefully now. Do not read all the text. Just read the what?
You read the
Okay.
specific information
Understand
is
and read
corresponding.
questions. Okay? Ideas, specific ideas. If there would be questions, try to look at the questions. And if the questions like for example, if the questions would be, you are just to ask to what? To find the meaning.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Just find the meaning. As in, like for example, as in abode. So there would be another meaning in the text all about abode. So if you already found that, answer them right away or answer that right away. No need to read everything.
Yes.
Okay?
Okay.
Because we are doing specific information. Okay, Koi? Okay, so that would be it. Oh, do you have any questions with this? Again, skimming, scanning are very, very important techniques in reading. And they must go together, okay, in order for you to finish the reading tasks immediately, quickly. Okay, exercise 3. Now, tip, okay? Try to practice these
Or
or
similar
similar
activities
activities
as much
as
as
much as
possible.
possible. The
The more
more you practice,
the better
the
you will become
better you
each
will become at each technique.
technique.
Okay? So we will be putting techniques in action, skimming or scanning. Now, these are just informations that we need to decide whether we have to skim, whether we have to scan. So you should have to, that's why tip in here it's that don't stop reading. Okay? Practice more similar exercises. Okay, like for example, number 1, looking up a word in the dictionary. Okay, that's what like for example, right? Okay, of
Yes.
course, that is scanning because you are just looking for a specific word in a dictionary. So no need to read all the text there because the information is just only a word, okay, in the dictionary. So, what technique? Scanning. Next, number 2,
Let's you.
browsing the internet for the latest. Now, this is what I wanted you to understand, huh? Looking up a word, scanning.
Mm.
Okay?
Yes.
Browsing the internet for latest news stories. Are there any specific thing that you should have to do?
Mm, we use scanning.
Skimming. Very good. Why? Because we don't have specific ideas that we should have to do. So therefore, you have to use the skimming
Skimming.
technique. Okay? When we
Oh,
say skimming technique, just go over. Okay? Read only nouns, adjectives, verbs, pronouns. Never mind the adverbs. Okay? Never mind the so-called what is one? The prepositions. Just go ahead. Okay? That
okay.
is skimming. Next, number 3. What do you think? Choosing a book from a library or bookshop.
Mm, skimming.
Hmm? Book, you have a specific things to
Information.
do. You have to choose only a book. Like say for example, I have to choose only English book. So that's just English. We are not doing everything, right?
Yes.
Okay? So, the technique is the technique is what's your
Is
answer in number 3?
yes, skimming.
Skimming. Okay? Okay. Next. What about number 4?
Yes.
Finding particular news story in the newspaper. It's very, very obvious. We're not just finding only, like, for
Skimming.
example, okay, skimming or scanning?
Skimming.
Scanning,
Finding.
boy. Okay? Why? Because you need to find particular news story. Story, we are talking about story, Koi. We're not just
Oh,
finding the title or the headline. Remember, huh?
oh,
In a newspaper, there would be headlines. If you are to find the headline of the story, there would be specific. But
okay.
the one that we're looking for is news story. So if we are talking about stories, it's going to be long, not just only specific
Yes.
subject. Okay? So therefore, this one is scanning. Okay. Next,
Finding the
finding
price.
the price of a product in a catalog.
Absolutely skimming.
Okay. Wait,
Yes.
we are number 5. So that is
Skimming.
finding the price.
Yes. So it is skimming of products.
Hmm?
So it's a countable noun. So we use skimming.
Why skimming? No. We use also scanning, Koi. Okay. Why? Because price of a product. There are a lot of prices, Koi. Huh? So not just only one prices. Okay. But if you are going to say finding a price of a coffee. So we are going to be very specific that you need to find only the price of that coffee. But we are talking about product, Koy. So we do have a lot of products also.
Our
Not just
product.
only coffee, right? Not just only maybe soap, not just only milk. So we do have a lot of products, okay?
Okay.
So in a card catalog, there would you can find there a lot of products, a lot of prices also of that product. So therefore, the technique is again
Skinny.
scanning. Okay.
Okay.
Next, looking through a magazine for an interesting article. Oh, interesting article only. So that would be
As usual. Skinny.
skimming. Okay? Because we are looking for an interesting article. Okay? In a certain magazine, Koi, actually, okay, there are only few interesting articles. Okay? A lot of articles in the magazine, like for example, killing, okay, kidnapping. Are those interesting? I don't know. If you're interested in killing and hold upping, hijacking, that would interest you. So it depends. Okay. But in this particular technique, we use the so called skimming. Okay. 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 Now, that's why tip we have you
Try to
have to
practice D
practice
or similar.
similar activities, huh? Okay, similar activities. You can browse or you can chat that one koi in the internet. Okay, you have to find this one, huh?
Mhm.
Okay, scanning and skimming activities. Okay,
Okay.
activities. Activities. Okay, so that would be the things that you should have to chat or to text or to put in the computer, and then so that you can be able to have a lot of scanning and skimming activities. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, next, do you have any questions so far with this, Koy?
No
No
question.
more. Okay. Again, you have to do a lot of similar activities which regards to scanning and skimming. Number 4, the
Mm,
home in the photo here.
cost about
Okay.
1 billion.
Yeah. So the home in the photo
one
costs
billion
costs
dollar.
about $1 billion. Wow. $1 billion. So it's going to be very, very expensive. Okay.
Yes.
To build. What do you like or dislike about the design? Okay. Can you tell me, did you like the design or you dislike the design?
It's in its construction in units when when it was wait.
Sure.
I will say its construction in units and it cost about 1 billion deserve.
Yeah. Actually, this one is made from a contemporary, right? Contemporary kind of building, okay? Because we and of course it is built in a is it a mountain? Mountain part, right?
Yes.
As you can see in here, okay? And it's a skyscraper because it's going to be. Actually, this one is just small building, not so big, right? But
Yes.
it's because of many what do you want floors that is built in here, so therefore it costs billions.
Mm,
Even though this one is, and look at this one. These are made of
yes.
what?
Um.
Actually, it's made of marbles. Look at this, huh?
Yes, mobile.
Yeah, their ceiling is made from a marbles, and it's a combination of glasses, right?
The window. Yes.
Yeah, windows are made of glasses, and
Ooh,
then I don't know what. Yeah, I think it's also glasses because you can be able to see through. The light is see through, so therefore
yes.
it's made from glasses also in here. So that's why we can say that this one is a modern, contemporary house that is built in the mountains.
Mhm.
And what else aside from that? What have you seen? Oh, a lot of marbles. So look at the ceiling. Okay, it's made of marbles,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, and it's very unique. Why? Because there would be a lot of rooms in it, right? So every floors has its own rooms. So maybe, oh, and look at this. This house has a
It's a fly with
helipad.
all helicopters and can take.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay, so maybe, wow, that's why it's going to be very expensive
Yes.
because on top of this one, you can land your
The plane.
helicopter in it. Wow. Oh,
True.
that's why it's very expensive,
Yes.
right? Okay. So what do you like or dislike? Do you like the build do you like this building or this home? Actually, this is home. That means this is a house, so meaning the one who built this one lives in here.
Oh yes.
So do you like the design?
Yes.
Honestly. Okay, do you like the design?
Honestly, don't really because it's it seems to be fragile.
Yeah, actually for me, I don't like the design.
Yeah.
Honestly, okay? Why? Ask me why.
Why? Why you don't like this?
Why? It's because look at this one. As if there would be no what is one particular equal equal sizes, right? There
Yeah.
would be small, and after that there would be like big. And what's this, right? What's this? Okay, and after that small again, and after that there would be big. So I
Yeah.
don't know. I don't know. There would be no equal sizes,
Yes.
right? So I don't know what's the because we weren't able to read yet the reason why this house has been built. So we can say on our own, what do you use one? What do we call that? Reading the, I hope you can still remember that, the so-called only we are just, I hope you can still remember our lesson. You are just what?
Adjust the schedule.
No, you are just prognosing or you are just what? Looking at the merely at the picture, but you weren't able to read the details in it. So
Mm.
you are reading just the picture. You are
Yes.
just telling just a picture, but you are not yet reading the content of that. So by merely looking at the picture, the details of the picture, you can say something about that. Okay? But after reading, maybe our thoughts would change after reading because we can be able to understand what's inside or what is this house all about. Right?
Okay.
Okay. Number 5. So we have in here skim
Skim
the
the
text
yes, to
to
understand the main
understand the
ideas.
main ideas. Now, tip number 5. You are only reading for the main ideas at
As this
this
stage
stage.
to
So
remember
remember
the
to
no
ignore unknown words. So that means other words are not necessary at all. Okay? Okay,
yes.
let's try to skim them now.
Hmm.
Okay.
Okay.
Mm, really? Wow, amazing.
What?
Very amazing, actually. Okay. Continue reading, Koi. You will be amazed. You will be amazed. Really? Wow. But as we can see in here, it doesn't have like that.
Oh,
See? Helipads. Oh, amazing, Koi.
okay. A
Wow.
teacher. Oh,
It
a
looks like
teacher.
a mall, huh?
Yes, we can contain
We can consider this one is
50 service.
it's it looks like a mall, but this one is just a house.
It's just now, and it can provide with 40, no, 55, 50 guest bedroom. Wow.
Ah, and
And
there would
stand
be
bowling
a
field.
multi-story garage with the space for 168 cars. Imagine that. So 168 cars. And there are also three helipads on the floor, on that rooftop.
Yes.
Oh, on the roof of the building. Wow, amazing, right?
Mm.
And the lobby, meaning the receiving area, has a numerous reception areas in 9 lifts. There are also several floors for dining, okay, library, spa, okay, gym, swimming pools, yoga. Wow. So it looks like a complete facilities. Okay? And there is even an ice room. Wow. Which creates a man-made snow. A Hindu prayer room and several floors of gardens. The Ambani residence, which is Mukesh Ambani, is the owner and one of the richest men in the world.
Yes.
Okay? Is clearly designed entertain guests. So it has theater seats, which has 50 seats. Wow. Then, several guest room, bedrooms, and grand ballroom filled with chandeliers.
Mhm.
That's why it's very, very what? It's going to be very sparkle. Okay, there would be sparkling lights because it has a lot of chandeliers. So the living quarters are on the rooftop or on the top floors because the family wanted so much sunlight as possible. So the 400,000 feet residence requires 600 staff. Imagine that, boy.
Wow.
It's going to be very big,
Mm.
600 staffed. Okay? But all three Ambani children are required to clean their own rooms when they are at home. Okay. So several experts have criticized the architecture of this very expensive home, comparing it to an unstable pile of books. See? Because it looks like that, right? It
Yes.
doesn't have a style. Okay? Mr. Ambani, however, describes her home as an elevated house on a top of garden and a modern home with an Indian heart. Oh, that's the reason. So elevated. So the reason why he built this particular style of the home because according to him, he describes this one his home as an elevated house. When we are talking of elevated, that means it's not going to be the same. Okay? Okay,
Yes.
so it's going to be elevated, something like that. Yeah, because as you can see, this one, it's not equal. Okay, it's elevated. Okay, so that's the reason. Right, Koi? Okay, so we have to end up our discussion with this particular and on the next meeting or that tomorrow. So we will going to continue this one. Tomorrow will be what time tomorrow? We will be going
Yes,
to
tomorrow have a lesson.
yeah, okay. So that would be it. Okay. So we are going to discuss this one tomorrow. Okay. Because we already skimmed that one. We already skimmed this. And let's try to discuss and answer the questions in here. Okay, Koi?
Okay.
Okay. Do you have any questions so far?
Yes, I have some question. I have a question.
Yeah.
I think this book is kind of easy. Can you ascend it into another level?
Can I?
Can you ascend this level to seven band seven IELTS?
Can I decrease?
No, no, no. I mean, can you change this book into seven
Ah,
IELTS? Yes, it's really easy.
actually, actually, this was given to me by Hello English.
Yes, and if you ask them if they can change,
No, you will be
answers.
the one. Okay? You will be
It's
the one
really
to ask them. Why?
oh
Actually, Koi, you will going to learn a lot of things in here. Don't you worry. You know what? Why they gave you this one? Because they know your capacity. Because I know you will going to learn this one. Because this one is now the so-called preparation for your for IELTS exam. Okay, that's the reason. Okay. I don't have the so-called what is one the power to tell Hello English that I have to change this because it's just only the first time that we had able to meet, right? And you can be you can understand.
yes,
So I guess there would be no problem. But if you wanted, you will be the one to ask them because I don't have the power to do that, boy, huh?
okay,
Okay. If you want, we can use the so-called the we can continue the one that we started last time, right?
yes,
Yeah, because we started that one and we weren't able to finish them. So if that would be okay to them, so we can continue that one. But if not, then we should have to do this koi. Okay. And I promise you, I'm going to help you. Okay. I'm going to help you. Why? Because this is now IELTS. Okay. This is a true IELTS.
mm,
Okay.
okay,
Okay. So thank you so much for your time. We'll see you again tomorrow. Bye bye.
okay. Goodbye.
Okay, bye
Have a good night.
bye. Have a good night too. Bye bye.
Yes, goodbye.